Oops, I pooped.
When you take a chance, then you check your pants and you find out you got duped. If you've got a tale of bodily betrayal, well, it's your lucky day on Oops, I Pooped.
All right, welcome to another episode of Oops, I Pooped. Glad to have you. Thank you for joining us. What do we got going on today?
Our producer, Deb, has a video for us. It's very, applies to the theme of the show heavily.
No, let's check it out.
Nobody ever talks about how taking a shit can really throw off your whole day. Like, you could really be late to work because you had to take a morning shit. Whenever, you're planning your day or just planning, an event or something, nobody allows extra time for a bowel movement. It just happens and then everything is ruined. People always say that time isn't real, and you don't realize just how true that statement is until you've been sitting on the toilet for too long, because it's just one continuous moment. Minutes, seconds, hours, they don't exist anymore. Your feet fall asleep, you get paralyzed from the waist down, and then by the time you get all the feeling back in your legs, 3 weeks have passed. Where did all the time go? What was I doing on this toilet this whole time? No, I'm not going to be on time today. I'm going to be late for every single thing. So just clear my calendars because I had a bowel movement that I did not plan for.
It's very true. I actually just yesterday, my foot fell asleep while I was sitting on the toilet. And I realized, oh, shit, I've been here for an hour. And I've just been doom scrolling and doing nothing.
We shit very differently, you and I, which is a good thing. I think we should all shit individually and like that. And I think when I watch a clip like that with that guy, I do understand that. I understand it for other people. I think that I am the exact opposite where I do hear, when I hear about your sister and the way that she shits, I bet that's the same way your sister shits once a fucking week. And it is it does probably creep up and they aren't planning and you sit there for an hour. An hour? Can you imagine shitting for an hour? I don't even know when Deb shits because she does it so fast. And I always wonder, is it just right? Did you wait till you were turtling to dip off and go to the, but I too, I'm never in there for more than if one is killing me, I'm in there for that. There's for sure times where you're just I'm grinding this out of my body and it's a full blown, but that is not normal for me. And I think I'm just so trained that you could have to shit at any time. So be ready. Your whole life has to be ready for that. What he's talking about, I do understand it just for other people and not for me or the people in my family. Right. I think the people in my family were even my son, it's he's the one that shits the longest out of any of us.
You guys
and it's
are
probably
the zero dark 30 of shitting. You're in and out.
We are a SEAL.
Ready to
yes,
go.
we are SEAL teams. Yeah.
You got to get in there, get the job done, and get the fuck out.
Yeah. And honestly, you shouldn't know. In our house, you shouldn't. My son's broadcasting it, but everybody else, we just dip away. Could have been a pee, could have been a poop. You don't know. And honestly, I think my whole life I've been thinking of those as small little victories. When I feel I've pulled one over on an entire room of people that have no idea I just dipped away to shit. That is a really rewarding thing that I'll take with me sometimes.
It's the little things you got to be proud of. Yes, you and I, to reiterate that point, you and I shit very differently.
We really do. You're talking about an hour,
yes,
bro.
I will tell my whole family, guys, I'm going upstairs and I'm taking a shit. Please don't bother me. Do not come. Because if I don't make the announcement, the knock on the door, somebody says I have to go. If anybody else has to go to the bathroom, go now, because Daddy's gonna take a shit, and I'm gonna be in there for a while. And it's not like the shitting takes a while. I'll pull out my phone. Honestly, if it wasn't for having the phone, my shits would be a quarter of the amount of time. I'll just fall into playing some fucking stupid game. I'll be on Wordle or whatever, and I'll just sit there. And then, the guy said in the video, I won't even realize, time doesn't even exist anymore. I won't even realize, oh shit, I've been here for 2 hours. And at that point, thank God for the bidet, because then I wouldn't even be able to wipe. It's dried.
Jesus Christ.
I can't even clean myself anymore because it's just cemented onto my skin. So now I have to go take a shower. And then that's a whole, you and I, yeah. I've had moments like you where I go in and out. And my 4-year-old shit's like that too, where I wonder, like you're saying, or is he ready to, like, does he wait for if he doesn't go right now, it's happening in his pants? Because he will go and say, Daddy, I have to poop. I'll be like, go ahead. I'll come wipe you in a second, thinking I'll have some time. And then so I'm like on my phone or doing whatever. And then 5 seconds later, he's like, I'm done. Jesus Christ. Like, it's just, it
was right there.
Yeah.
Like the notification was it. Like,
yeah,
there we
probably.
are. Oh, we're ready to go. Let's go. Like,
because the kid really, he waits till the last second to pee. So I gotta go.
Sure.
But I try to schedule. So like, maybe I'm not like, it sounds like you're waiting. When you have to go, you have to go.
I think that's the way my body is built. Like I'm that instant thing on a regular basis, just eating like 2 pieces of bread. Like, it doesn't matter if the food you think would trigger it, it just doesn't matter. And anxiety is like so triggering for me. Like, and I'll have these like, call times where yesterday I was out the door at like 4:30 in the morning. It's like, dude, so your whole day from that second, I'm like hoping I can take a shit in the morning. Never happens.
That's the
like,
thing. I get the same anxiety. When you have something early in the morning, you're like, please just let me take a shit in the morning early. Like, let me feel it. Because the last thing you want to do is feel it when you're in your car.
Yeah.
Sitting
Oh,
in
God. Yeah.
You're getting anxiety just thinking about that.
Yeah. Well, so like, it is just a building thing. Cause like I'll if I leave early enough, I don't have to worry about traffic, but I'll just watch my GPS and it's like the second a red comes up where it's like the blue turns yellow, turns red. Like, I just like feel like how long is that going to be? Oh no. Like, could you have it? And I'm every trip looking at the clock, 20 minutes. I can make 20 minutes. I can make 20 minutes, 25 minutes. What the fuck happened? Like, just like, I don't know if I can make 25 minutes. Like, like, so that shit, I feel like I'm riding that the whole time. And honestly, it's so much of it's mental. Cause if I would just like stop thinking about it, I'm good. And a lot of times I'll land and then I have to kind of like rush out and do some stuff. And then I'm done. Like, I don't even, the adrenaline like kicks it back and I got no, like I've got no need to do it. So,
well, to tie it all back to this guy's video, like, yeah, nobody's planning. You are planning for this kind of stuff, but it can fuck your whole day up. Like, if you have to run out, you're in the middle of doing something, and if you have to push, because I know people are relying on you to do things in a timely manner, and if you're out taking a dump for an hour, and that pushes everybody else's schedule an hour, so that's why you have to be quick in and out.
Sure. Yeah. There's a lot of it's a run and gun, man. It's a run and gun thing. Like, I think I'm always ready to do it. And the only issue is just like the rest of the world cooperating with me, like, I'm ready. So are you ready? Are you so then if we aren't on the same page, it's going to be a problem.
There's going to be a problem. So to circumvent that, you were telling me, so what is this diet? You're not a diet so much as just some things you've added, grape nuts and
dude, I have a bowl in the morning and it is like an oatmeal, grape nut, chia seed. Just
oatmeal, grape nut, chia seed.
Yeah. And like a little peanut butter. And that's it. Just that and hot water. And that is like every morning, no matter what time my day starts. So like yesterday, I'm out the door 4:30 in the morning. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm standing in the dark kitchen
over
like
the sink.
Yeah, just exactly that. Like my youngest son starts crying, and like the Spina's dealing with that, and I'm just like in the dark, like trying to make my bitings not as loud.
Is it enjoyable? Is it good?
I like it. I mean, the peanut butter like makes it a little sweet, and that's what I'm like.
Because it sounds
really
like
for
a medicinal situation that you're just like,
yeah, it is. Oh, for sure, it is. Like in terms of just like keeping all that stomach stuff at bay.
Right.
But like
is it helping?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I like and then apparently with fiber too. I think like you have to like kind of build a tolerance to it. So if you just like dump a ton of fiber in your diet, like all of a sudden, then you've just got your whole bowels are all like fucked up. But the fiber is supposed to keep it like pretty, like things like neutralized or like at bay and just like regular. And as long as you do it, you like kind of slowly build on it. You don't have to worry about like you're saying super high diet, high fiber.
Well, because you said you're doing that and then you're eating like 30 dates.
No. 10, like a max, like a crazy max.
You said I eat 30 dates and a jar of peanut butter every day now.
I do eat a lot of peanut butter. I'll do like 3 or 4 dates dunked in peanut butter as like a sweet treat.
I mean, it sounds delicious.
It is delicious. Yeah.
I love peanut butter. The ironic thing is it will come out looking exactly the way it goes in with dates and peanut butter.
Yeah, I have recently had an uptake in those dates. And the other day, like I said, I went to go grab the bag and I was like, how about you don't? How about you just wait and see, like, do 3 days without it
But dates are
and
so
see
good
if
for
you stop shitting the way you've been shitting. That's like, because I need to, like, my shit needs to just chill out a little bit. And that's it. Maybe it's the dates. Let's see. Let's put a little hold on it.
I guess as good as dates are for you, because they're supposed to be really good for you, but maybe having that many, I don't know how many you're having exactly.
Sure.
But
Like three, like
everything in
four of
moderation.
them. Like, yeah.
I got to try that. When I get home, I'm gonna dip some dates in peanut butter.
Dude, it's
Yeah, but it's got to be creamy. I don't know what kind of peanut butter guy you are, but I'm just a sucker for Skippy, just smooth,
nice. Yeah.
creamy, just
Dunk it right in there.
sugar filled peanut butter.
Oh,
None of
yeah,
that
yeah,
natural bullshit.
Yeah.
I want all the additives, all the preservatives in my peanut butter, all that shit. I mean, that's why I am the way I am. Maybe.
I am doing it. It is natural peanut butter. It's very like drippy, like, you know, like that
you
natural
have to stir
oily
it.
thing. But even once it's stirred in, it's just that. So I'm like dunking it. It's like a fondue station.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That
Like,
sounds
it's
fantastic.
delicious, dude.
Your butt's gonna
And-
be a fondue station after eating all those days.
Yes. And it's really what you have to do to stop eating the sweets. We just cannot have them in this house. And every day I'm like searching the shelves, hoping there's a cookie, and then there isn't. And I'm like,
But you're
just
gonna
get the
be
dates and
sent
dunk it in a thing.
You're gonna
And-
be sent out for brownies later.
well, no, because it's Friday, dude. Let's celebrate.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. We have this weekend. What's the weekend for if it's not for like getting a ton of?
I mean, I'm the guy that's like, all right, we're having fast food Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night because it's the weekend, right?
Totally, yeah.
And I didn't really earn it. I didn't do anything that healthy during the week. I've been eating like shit all week, but it's the weekend. Yeah, I got to make some changes. Maybe that's why I'm on the toilet for 2 hours every single day.
Sure, that'll do it. Yeah, dude, I'm noticing that like because of this and because we're like, I guess eating cleaner. When I do have sugar, immediately I have a shift in how things are going. You know what I mean? Like shit wise, like I'll just be like,
Right.
"Ooh,
Oh, so
okay,
the
all right,
yeah, I mean the
that's really-
sugar's like poison for you.
for sure. Like, and if you stop, this is like the fast food thing. Like, if you stop and your body isn't getting it, and it gets, you know, like,
It's a lose-lose.
yeah, it is. It is. Either eat it, it's bad for you, but your body's like okay with it, process
Right.
it pretty fine, or like don't eat it, and the second you touch it, it's just gonna be like,
Right.
yeah,
Well, that's what I've been
obliterate
telling myself. I'm really training my body to build up a tolerance for this bad stuff. And that's why I keep doing it.
Totally.
Like the White Castle, that's just, I'm just training my body to be able to handle anything I throw at it.
you. Well, somehow the prices of everything else in the whole world are going up, but White Castle, you can still get like a slider for $1.99. So you know what? You may need it to survive, and you may be built better than I am, to survive.
I don't know if I'm built better than anybody, but
Maybe that's the whole secret, is being able to like tolerate.
withstand White
Yeah,
Castle. I do have a friend. Speaking of like training your body, I was telling him when we got the bidet, I was like, yeah, it's great. He's like, he looked at me, he's like, I'm training my body for sandpaper, toilet paper. He's like, I only use one ply at home. I'm ready for it. He's one of those guys. I don't know if I've told you about him before, but he's like, what are those, like the bunker? What are they called? Like the end of days, the survivalist type guy. So he has been working his whole life to train his asshole to be able to withstand the roughest and thinnest toilet paper. I'm a luxury toilet paper, like only 3-ply. Is that a thing? 3-ply?
Probably.
Yeah, the
It's like a
Charmin
tissue.
Ultra. This Charmin,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I want like a silk washcloth to wipe my butt. But the bidet, a bidet and baby wipes. So yeah, if the world falls into chaos and I don't have I'm going to be a miserable motherfucker. But
What are you doing with those baby wipes? Like, are they
so the baby
actual
wipes
baby
is
wipes?
it's just I'm not flushing them. I'll tell
You
you,
toss
that.
them in the toilet
Yeah,
or to the
toss
trash
them
or
in the
something?
garbage.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
next-
yeah,
and Jen gets mad because then she sees this nasty shit covered baby wipes. But for the most part, they're clean because the bidet takes care of the most of the mess. But sometimes it splatters it. Anyway, without getting too gross. Yeah, the baby wipe is like the icing on the cake. It's like everything's already been done, and that's just making sure that we're good to go. Ryan, thank you for joining us. And
Thank you, guys.
yeah, of course. Why don't you take it away, dude? Tell us about your shit story.
Okay. Yeah, it was actually St. Patrick's Day, March 2005. Just to preface, I just got out of college, been looking for that all-important first job, and I finally, leading up to this, got a call for my first interview, actually. And it was for a history of heavy metal documentary for a TV network. And I am a fucking huge metalhead, so it was just already a potential dream scenario coming right out of school. So super excited, transitioning from college into the real world. And I was still, very much in the college mode. Still lots of parties, going out, hanging out with their friends, extracurriculars, all that stuff. And it dawned on me, I'm getting this first interview, first job. Oh shit, what if they drug test me? The first job, you have no idea what to expect. And I thought that just, of course, would come along with any interview. That got in my head and it freaked me out a lot because I didn't want to blow this amazing opportunity. It's your first job. And second of all, it was on something that I, potentially would really enjoy being involved with. I was like, oh shit, they're going to ding me on this. So I'm doing research. I eventually end up at like GNC and, asking, one of those people there, how can I pass this? Is there anything that cleans out my system? What can I do? And eventually they gave me a suggestion for buying some sort of drink. I can't remember the name of it. I wish I could, but it was a drink that you were supposed to take, a few hours before. It would clean out your system and you should be good to go, yada, yada. So of course I bought it. So that morning, I get up. I think the interview was at like 11 a.m. Can't believe I still remember that. So, I'm living on Long Island. I'm looking at the train schedule, figured out the whole, how I'm getting into the city, what time. So I timed it all out. I had to start drinking this thing at 9 a.m. So I jump on the train, start drinking it. I could still remember, clear as day, it was like a pink color, almost like Ghostbusters 2 with the ooze under the whole city. Similar to that, color palette. So everyone else is on the train. They're all going into the city to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, partying, drinking, having fun. And I'm sitting there, buttoned down, my nice slacks and, all dressed up for this interview. And I'm drinking this disgusting drink. And I'm like, all right, it's going well. I finally get to Midtown, finish the drink, hop on the subway. So I get there, interview starts. And then I start, feeling a little grumble here, a little rumble there. And I'm like, okay, I'm kind of suppressing it. I'm hyper focused. I want to do amazing on this interview. I'm kind of pushing that to the back burner, but there's bubbling going on there in the stomach region. And, throughout the interview too, I'm just, I'm answering the questions. I really, want to impress these people. And then in the back of my mind, I'm waiting for that question of like, okay, now you're going to have to go to the bathroom, piss in a cup. And I'm waiting, and it never happens. The interview ends.
Of course.
Goes pretty well. And I'm like, oh shit, that didn't happen. So that was like, a bit of relief there. I'm like, okay, I was surprised and happy. Then as I'm walking out of the building up 6th Avenue back to the train, the rumbling is getting worse and worse.
What you didn't realize, in lieu of cleansing the drugs out of your system, you have now filled your body with X-Lax fluid, with pink goo that will just clear everything out.
Yeah, nuclear, whatever the hell they've engineered.
Poor Pasquale's over here. He's having a panic attack.
I really am. I'm like, it's like watching a horror movie, and you're just like, no, don't go back inside. Like,
don't drink the drink.
Why'd you leave? You're going to the train? You haven't gone to the bathroom yet.
Yeah, looking back now, it's I feel incredibly stupid, but
I know in that situation you don't want to be like done with the interview, everything went great, and you're like, it was a pleasure meeting you. You just want to get the fuck out of there. The last thing you want to do is be like, one more thing. Do you mind if I sit on your toilet for like 2 hours? And then God knows the sounds and the smells coming in. Like, we ain't hiring this. This dude just stunk up the whole office. He is not hired. So
sorry.
You skedaddled. Go ahead.
I skedaddled right out of there. And there's also one other point at this point in my life, God, what am I, 21, 22? And I always had a rule up until that point of like never use a public restroom, like never in
Sure.
school, never in the mall, never anywhere. You always shit at home. Like if you had to go at school, you held it and you ran home and did it there.
Right. If there was
Um,
never, if there was a rule made to be broken, it's that one that we've all learned.
so that was my rule at the time in 2005. But now, I'm walking to, the ACE train, waiting for the train. Shit's grumbling,
God.
bubbling down there, and I'm clenching, and I'm all dressed up in a ridiculous outfit that I never normally would wear. But I'm waiting for the subway, and it's just it's not coming. It's and this is before we had the 6 minutes until the next train and all
Oh, so
that.
you don't
You
even
had
know.
yeah, you had to wait, and so I'm waiting to see those lights. And I eventually see them down the tunnel, and the train comes, and I'm like, "Oh God, thank God!" I get on the train, and every stop is like an eternity.
Hmm.
And I'm also again wearing dress clothes. I've been on the subway where people have evacuated their bowels, and it's not too uncommon, I guess. But if I had jeans on or something, maybe it'd be a little easier to hide. But I was in like slacks and everything, and I'm just clenching and clenching and. But I'm dying. I don't want to join that club. I'm dying.
No,
I'm clenching.
don't.
I'm holding on
Nobody
for
wants
dear
to
life.
join that club.
So the train's going. We're getting there. We're finally pulling into Penn Station. Finally getting into Penn Station. Run off the subway, and I checked the board. I think I had about like 15 or 20 minutes, which was not a good thing for me. So I had even more time to wait to get back to Long Island. So I'm standing there looking at the board. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I have that rule in my brain of like you can't use a public restroom. And if you're going to use a public restroom, you're sure as shit not going to do it at Penn Station.
No,
But I had no
God.
choice. I had no choice at that point. And I kind of sucked it up and just thought, okay, here we go. Let's do it. So I went into the main, public space, and it was jam packed with all sorts of characters
Yeah. to say
and
the
smells. Yeah, all kinds of smells, people going in and out, and just disgusting, truly disgusting, as you could all imagine.
Yeah, to imagine what goes down at the Penn Station public bathroom.
You made it though, and you got in there.
I made it in there, and I didn't even have a chance to put toilet paper down on the seat.
Oh yeah. That's a luxury. That's a luxury.
And that was like breaking a huge barrier for myself right there. But yeah, oh God,
Congrats.
pulled down the fucking dress pants and just, it just was like an explosion, a vile explosion. So finally get that over with, get on the train, which was great. And it felt like, oh God, all right, I made it through the interview. I finally shit in a public toilet. That was a huge hurdle. But then on the ride back on the train, I broke that rule again and again and again in the public, restrooms on the train.
Oh,
so
thank
you-
God for that. Yeah, you're in the Metro North and
Right.
you're out of the subway and there's actually a bathroom. That's enormous. I forgot about the fact that the Metro North has a bathroom in it. Oh, God.
So it didn't end at the Penn Station.
Or not Metro North, but LIR.
Yo, whatever they gave you, this dude at GNC was fucking with you. Because first of all, there's a clear-cut difference between something that's going to cleanse your piss and something that makes you shit nonstop. And so, like, they're not going to make you shit in a cup and check that for drugs. Unless there's some new drug out now. I don't know. When I was a kid, it was always you piss in a cup. Whatever they gave you, they knew.
But I did get the job,
Congrats.
thankfully. And
Nice.
And now you're able to shit in public places.
and now, yes, that really was
An awakening.
a pivotal moment. It was a big barrier to cross. But
It's
funny,
like getting into a fight and getting punched, and you're like, oh, I can take it. It's
And
like,
then-
oh, yeah, I can
Then you
do
realize
this.
you love it. And now you're just shitting in all the public places.
Yeah, like, actually,
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
hit
public, a lot of public places, which could lead to other stories. But
We'll save
couple
those
mon-
for another episode.
oh, absolutely. I mean, I could do plenty of these for you.
A brother, a true brother. Dude, I've had to shit inside those Penn Station bathrooms before too. And I think like 2005, we're right in the same era. Bad decision making, early 20s, just like a lot of drinking that would lead to just like, yeah, not being prepared for things. But I think maybe the first place I ever shit, I'm from West Virginia. New York's a scary place. I think the first time that I ever shit in New York, it might have been in Penn Station in the downstairs bathrooms. There's these like, it was like hell, dude. I remember thinking like, what is this? I was so afraid. It was like that scene in Home Alone when he's like looking around the city and everybody's going close up being like, hey, little boy. It was like that, dude.
Hey, you gonna go take a dump?
Yeah, just like so creepy and like, oh my God. And I was like, I just had to find the bathrooms down there and I went in and it was like, yeah, people lived in there. And you're like,
God.
oh my God. It's just like, yeah, just being like introduced to New York through the public bathrooms at Penn Station. Like, oof.
Oh, what are you gonna shit in Penn Station, you dirty little monster? Ew. Yo, love it. The roller coaster of emotion that you just went on listening to the story and then finding solace in the fact like you guys have both shit publicly in the very same place. Congrats.
Yeah, there's a crossover there.
Yeah, there's a bonding there. You guys will
is.
Yeah, I was just following your decision making, being like, no, that's such a fool's decision. And now you're telling me you hadn't even shit in the public bathroom. So like that means you hadn't been tried like this. So you didn't even know. So I'm trying to like warn somebody who just doesn't have the life experience yet. You were not to know yet for a while.
Well,
that,
yeah,
like,
but
this
you
could happen
probably
to you.
when did you shit in Penn Station? What age were you?
It would have been like when I moved. Oh, when I was coming up here, like 2005, 6,
Same,
7.
yeah,
Yeah,
same.
it would have been right around there. Before
could
any
have
of
been
like the.
You could have been in there at the same time. Was it also St. Patty's Day?
Yeah. How great would that be? I was the guy next to you, be like, and you're like, what's happening to that man in there? Yeah.
Just picturing the
20
two of you both sweating next to each other, waiting for a stall to get open, and you're just like, can I go first? No, I gotta go. Like fighting over who's gonna get into that stall first. Is while the man who lives in that bathroom is watching both of you guys' lives unfold.
Just say 20 years later, you're going to come on that guy's podcast and tell him about this story.
That's right.
Yeah, that's like some Back to the Future shit right there. Oh. But eventually I told everyone too, when I got comfortable at work, I knew these people after a couple months, and I told them, like, I was so worried when I came in, you guys were going to piss test me, and they just fucking burst out laughing at me. Like it was such a like I felt so alone.
Yeah, the entertainment industry. Who could have foretold that the entertainment industry wouldn't drug test me? And
yeah.
I mean, I can assure you, even if they do piss test, nobody's shit testing you. So they fucked with you at GNC. They gave you the wrong concoction.
Yeah, and then I've never gone back since.
Good. Yeah, he was half listening. He said, "Wait." He was like doing something to register, and he looked up and just heard "clear me out," and he said, "Clear you out? All right, I got just the thing."
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave you the wrong stuff, man. But you made it. You made it. Congratulations.
I made it
For you. Yeah.
I was on a ride, dude.
Yeah,
I was just
dude,
like this.
glad.
I was like digging into my foot, just like, this is making me. Why'd you do that? You should have shit in the place.
I saw a drop of sweat just.
And I can imagine that interview too, and just being like, it's starting to like check. For me, I would be like, I would just start thinking worst case, and I wouldn't be able to complete the interview. I would not have gotten that job. Like I just, yeah.
Yeah, it could have went a lot of different ways now that I think about it, but it thankfully got out of there alive.
The right way. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Have a good
Bye,
one.
guys.
Bud.
Nice to meet you,
too.
man. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Bye, guys.
All right.
A real journey.
A real journey, and you were with him every step of the way.
For real. Yeah. I mean, obviously never had the luxury of coming around and being one of the guys that could be like, I only poop here. Like, no. Could never. I didn't make it to college being with that,
I wonder if what he meant, because everyone has to poop at high school, elementary school.
Dude, people hold it. I've heard that before. Like,
My
people
kids
just being
try,
like,
yeah, they'll come. They used to, before they popped their cherry or whatever in school pooping, my middle one would come running in the door right to the bathroom pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I've been holding this all day. I got to go. I remember in 6th grade, I took a massive dump at school. I was sick. There was obviously, it wasn't there was nothing clean about it. My stomach was killing me. And I remember there being what was there? There was I think I had like gotten shit. I was still new to to cleaning myself. Even in 6th grade, I think I had like gotten shit on my hand, and there was no soap in the bathroom. And I was disgusted by myself the entire rest of the day because I had like gotten a little bit on my finger or something like that.
Oh God!
And then
I would think about that.
Yeah,
constantly. Yeah.
And like my hands stunk, and it was kind of a nightmarish experience for me. And I remember telling my friend, like, dude, I don't know what to do. There's no soap in the bathroom. I got some shit on my hand. He's like, get the fuck away from me. Stop showing me your hand. Just go. I think I ended up like going to another bathroom because they give you the pass. You only have like a certain amount of time. You don't want to.
Sure.
And eventually, I don't know if it was before or after lunch, but if it was. Whatever. All's well that ends well.
Sure.
I ended up being okay.
I don't know what I would do in that scenario without. I would like try to file my fingers down on the wall. Like just
no soap in an elementary school bathroom is really disgusting. Also, come on, the elementary school's got to get on top of it. Shit, make sure there's soap.
You should have like Clorox there. Just like pour it on these boys. And get them out.
Well, yeah, that was a good story from Ryan. I'm glad you guys have like now a bond. So
yeah, we were on that, and the fact that he was like, "I got plenty of these stories," I'm like, "Yeah, dude, we'll
have to have him on for another one."
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. This has been another episode of Oops, I Pooped. If you guys have a story yourself, if you want to tell it, if you want to text us, if you have any questions or comments at all, hit us up 720-805-POOP. That's 720-805-7667. If you want to tell us your story face-to-face, you can hit us up, let us know, and we'll set up a call. We'd love to hear from you. Questions, comments, whatever. Hit us up, 720-805-POOP or oopsipooppodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, and if you find this thing kind of funny and you think you know somebody that would find it funny as well, pass it on to them, share the episode, share it with one person that you think would laugh at any of this. We appreciate it.